Good afternoon, man. Listen. We got a headbanger today, man. We got one of my special guests. Man, I just want to say good afternoon to everybody. D.R.E.A.M.S Podcast. This is Jackie Mitchell. Got my lovely co-host here, Mr. Scott Cloman, the man with the plan. Today, ladies and gentlemen, on D.R.E.A.M.S Podcast, we got a legend. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. We have someone that this is what the D.R.E.A.M.S Podcast is about. It's the discipline, respect, education, accountability, maturation, and success. And the gentleman we have with us today is none other than Cecil the Diesel Collins.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I like how that sounds.
Yeah,
I like how
man.
that
So,
sounds.
man, man.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to have you on here, man. Good seeing you. I am just grateful for the opportunity to get to speak to you about some things. Like I said, excited. I'm gonna let Scott turn it over to Scott. Scott, you can say some words, man, and we'll jump in.
Yes, sir.
Man. It's funny, man, how everything comes, full circle. For you guys don't know, Jackie and Cecil Collins were in the same draft class, went to the Miami Dolphins together, and shoots, what's that, 26 years ago? Something like that. And then, here again,
Wow.
Jackie and I played together. Yeah, right. Jackie and I played together at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Cecil was across the way. He was across the way at at LSU, but we would see him roll through our campus. I think an Escalade or something. Or
I had that. Probably at that time. I don't know. I might have had it, man. I had a couple of them. But I might have had the 82 Fleetwood, bro.
Oh no, you was in it. I saw y'all pull up in like an Escalade. Yeah. I was like, man, we over there. Hey, we was over there. We was over there like Rico from Belly, eating that banana. All the women, oh, he comes Cecil.
Hey.
I'm like, oh, we over there. Oh man, we don't like that. Come on,
I already know.
We had, but when you hit that field, oh man, I just remember that stretch. When you got on the field at LSU. And I grew up in California and I heard about you.
Right.
But I didn't know you were like that. And I mean,
shoot.
And
I didn't realize I was like that.
I know. Hey man, we'll dive into it, but man, it's an absolute pleasure to have you on D.R.E.A.M.S Podcast, Locker Room to Reality. This is what it's all about, man. Talking about the transition and how we've been able to kind of transform ourselves to better humans and being able to give back to different individuals, man. This is awesome here, man. So,
right.
Man, we just want to welcome to the show, man, and we'll turn it back over to Jack so we'll start firing off some questions back and forth and get it going, man. But thank you,
man. Shoot, thank y'all for having me, bro. This is a blessing right here.
Yeah. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, man, I can't stop smiling, Scott. You know how I feel about
bro.
Yeah. So, man, we'll jump right in, Cecil, man. So, in your 4 years at Leesville High School, you had 1,000 carries, 7,833 yards. Second in Louisiana high school history, you had 99 touchdowns, 40 your senior year. The first Mr. Football in Louisiana history.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that, how does that sound? How does it make you feel, man?
Hey, man, hey. You know what? Looking at right now, it make me feel good. It's like this. When I was playing, listen, I'm just playing off natural talent, bro. I never looked at numbers. I wasn't looking at how many rushing yards I had. Man, I was just playing football what I did all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's truly an honor now. Now that I'm at this age,
mm-hmm.
it's an honor.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it's all because of God. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's just looking back when I was young, man. I'm like, man, that many y'all had that many yards? That was pretty decent. I'm like, okay.
You're being modest, Scott. You're being modest.
I like that Mr. Football on that first Mr. Football.
That's
I like
great.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Much deserved. Well deserved.
Well,
absolutely.
100%.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like, this is crazy. That's gonna blow your mind. See, so when you hear this, you're gonna probably it's gonna bring back memories.
Right.
As a 12-year-old at Leesville Junior High School, you suited up. Is it true now? You often suited up for 2 games in one day. And they
Wow.
said it wasn't uncommon for you to carry the ball more than 50 times. One of your coaches said the first game he gained over 300 yards and then came back in the second game and had over 250. And they had like, I guess it was different, obviously different age brackets,
Right.
or different groups. So there was like a junior varsity team, and then you had like, I guess, the middle school team or whatnot. One during the game, the junior varsity coach came and was like, "Man, we need Cecil." He was like, "No, you can't have him." He was
I
like, "Well,
remember
he had already scored 5 touchdowns for you."
it.
And he was like, "Well, no, we need him." And he's like, "No, we need him. We playing D.R.E.A.M.S. So he gotta stay. We can't let you have him this game." So they would take him in the middle of the game, and like that's crazy to me, man.
Amazing, bro. Hey,
What was that? What kind of memories did that bring back?
man, you opened up a whole memory box then, bro. Because
Yeah,
hey, man, listen, and I don't remember all of it,
yeah,
but I remember playing. I'm talking about getting off
hmm
300 some yards and then changing jerseys. That was
yeah.
the big thing I remember, changing jerseys, because this was at the time. This was like maybe a year or something after I had moved to Leesville. So at
Okay.
the time, really, this was like right after my mom and daddy got separated.
Mm.
So this was the first time I would move somewhere without my daddy.
Oh,
So
yeah,
yeah, it was a lot at that time. Mentally, I
yeah,
was like everywhere, bro.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
hmm
And that was the first season I played football like without my daddy.
Mm.
'Cause my daddy
That's you.
taught me everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So for you saying that, it just opened up some memories. 'Cause I know I had a lot of traumatization going on back then. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But I remember though, boy, I was balling. I
yeah.
remember.
And you were
I
12.
remember.
You were 12,
12.
and they were 13, 14, 15.
I'm gonna
And
tell
they
you
could,
something though. All my life, I played against older people. I played
yeah,
against GIs. My daddy was in the army. Me and my
yeah,
brother used to play against the GIs in the game.
yeah,
My dad used to tell him, "Don't hurt my sons." But we used
yeah,
to be out there playing with them boys, you know.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
always played against bigger and older and stronger guys.
yeah,
So that was one thing that I had. I
yeah,
don't know, you know. So when I
yeah,
got to playing tackle football with them, bro, it was like
yeah.
it was really nothing,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, definitely. Before I turn it back over
Wow,
to Jackie, man, because
that's crazy.
here's the thing, like, Jack, I've gone through a separation slash divorce. Jackie has as well, and I'm
Mm,
just curious, like, and I have a 14-year-old daughter. When my ex wife separated, my daughter was like, she was 12, right?
right.
So what do you recall? Like, what was that like? Experiencing that separation from like your parents separating? Like, yeah, what
Man,
was that like, and what did that do to you?
man, listen. It was a lot. It was a lot. It did a lot to me, bro.
Yeah.
And at the time when it happened, I really didn't know what I was really going through. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying?
Hmm.
I didn't know why I was acting out, being this type of way, getting in trouble.
Hmm.
Now I just got my mama, my daddy not around. I'm like, man, my daddy not here. Mama at work, we by ourselves now. It was
Yeah.
never like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Hmm.
We moved from I was in at the time we were staying in Oklahoma. So I was in
Mm.
Fort Sill, Oklahoma. But then my mama worked for AFES for Burger King at AFES.
Yeah.
And after they had got separated right there, we moved to Houston because that's where all my people down there in Houston.
Hmm.
And but and so my mama went to school. She went to
Hmm.
school for the manager for she can be over the Burger King. They was trying to send her to a new Burger King, which was the Burger King at Fort Polk.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
So I was in Houston staying down there with my grandmama. And when my mama got back from school, they said that the job was going to Louisiana. So
Mm.
we went to Louisiana. We went to Leesville. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It was like, man, that was just like, oh, I ain't never been out. I had even never been to Leesville.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was army brat. I was moving everywhere.
Yeah.
As a
Yeah.
young kid.
Hmm.
And I remember when they told me, I said, I don't want to move to Louisiana. I
Mhm.
know I never stayed there. I've been
Yeah.
traveling all over all my life, you know.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
man, I was crying. I ain't want to leave. I wanted to be. I really liked Houston because I was around all my cousins, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
All my
Yeah.
people was there. I was a young kid. All my cousins there. My favorite cousin, Joy, God bless him, bro.
Yeah.
Uh, and so I ain't want to leave at all. But
Mhm.
man, when I got down there, it was me, my brother, my sister, my mama, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know nobody down there,
Yeah.
you know.
So, yep.
So I went through a lot down there at a young age, but I tell you what, man, that time I embraced and made a lot of great friends. Still got them to this day, you know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
my hometown now. You know, I
Yeah.
grew up there from
Yeah.
12 all the way, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And but yeah, man, that was a tough situation, man.
Mhm.
And I look at it like now with my son, bro. And my son, like how me and my daddy was, but I was up, me and my daddy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm with
Yeah.
my daddy, come home from work, he
Mhm.
getting out of his army clothes, we going out the yard, drawing up plays in the dirt and the grass,
Yeah.
we running cones and running routes, and we was
Mm.
getting it in every day,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So
There it is.
that after I look back at it now, see that's the same the foundation he lays, the same thing I do with my son, bro.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I
There
told
it
my dad,
is.
I learned it from you. Shoot,
Yeah.
this how you
100%.
deal with me.
Yep.
You
There it
know what I'm
is.
saying? And you
Yeah.
pushed me, you know, he pushed me.
Yeah.
He
There it
pushed me.
is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He pushed me. He ain't never derate me or nothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get better. Just get
Yeah.
better. You
For
know?
sure.
And that's
Yeah.
exactly how I am with my son, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Man,
And
Yeah.
it was a heck of a time in my life, but it was something that the Lord, he held me and it got me through it and it helped me out later on in my life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm. Yeah. For
So
sure.
that's on. It was you know,
Yeah.
blessing. As I say, blessing in disguise. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It was tough, but I learned from it.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
and I learned that I ain't want to never be divorced because I ain't want my child to go through it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I've been with my
Yeah.
wife for 24 years now. 19 years I've been married.
Damn.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
That's strong. That's
So,
beautiful. That's
you know
beautiful.
what I'm saying? Appreciate
Yeah.
it. Yeah, for
Yeah.
real, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah, man. So
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was. It's like that's yeah, man. That's something right there. That's a great question too, bro. Because I see it now as I'm speaking about it. I
Mm.
see it on, you know what I'm saying, my life, where I went through, you know what I'm saying, with my parents being separated, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, and how it was mentally on me, and now how it helped me be mentally prepared
Mhm.
to even, you know, with my relationship, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah. Yeah.
to work
Yeah.
hard and communicate with my wife, you know what I'm saying, bro. Man,
Yeah.
look at that guy, something else, boy.
Yeah. 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 Hey, Cecil. Cecil, hey, you speaking our language now, baby.
come
You
on
speaking
now,
our
come
language.
on now.
Hey,
Yeah.
that man,
Yeah.
something else, boy.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
God
man.
is, well, they don't even know, man. Y'all better
Yeah.
stop playing with that man. That man, the real deal, man.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
real, bro.
And you know that's like Cecil says, Scott, great question. Because Cecil, that wasn't one of our questions, but as you stated, hearing it, man, I know it made you put a chip on your shoulder, made you do little things, and you could have been playing out of anger, but
Yeah,
that propelled you. Because you know me, I never knew that. I never knew you was in Oklahoma. You
Mhm.
know,
right.
I don't think a lot of people knew that. I thought you was from Leesville.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yes.
So,
Mhm.
like you said, the blessing in
Right,
disguise
right.
gave you that opportunity.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Real
congratulations
talk, bro.
and making the best of it, you know. And
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
congratulations
yeah.
on your vows and your marriage, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
that's high praise there, brother.
Yeah, bro. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. Hey,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I work
Mhm.
hard on it, bro. And I live strictly, hey, I live strictly by the scriptures, brother.
Come
There
on.
you go.
Nothing else.
There you
Why
go.
You
not?
hear me? When I
Yeah.
say nothing else,
You hear me?
nothing else. You hear me?
Yeah.
Come on,
Hey,
Why?
brother.
hey,
Why?
hey,
Hey,
hey, it's got you this far. It's got
I
you
was
this
about to
far.
say, they got you where you are.
Shit,
man,
20,
Come
for
on.
real.
24 years. Hey,
24,
shit.
bro.
Hey,
You
don't
know what I'm
hey,
saying?
like they say, you know, if it ain't broke, don't try to
Don't
fix it.
fix it.
For what? That don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Don't sense.
Yeah. Don't try to reinvent the wheel.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna keep it
Yeah,
right,
man.
boy. Hey, it's time for me to go on, holler at my dog.
Yeah, there you
Hey,
go.
I'm gonna ride not for him, man. I'm rocking with him, bro.
There you
Absolutely.
go.
I'm
Absolutely.
one
And
of his soldiers, man.
congratulations on accepting
Appreciate it, bro.
the challenge of being that father.
Hmm.
Because
No doubt.
the cycle could have been something else. You see what I'm
Right,
saying? But to
right.
know, you said, to know where you are, to know what you saw, to know how you felt, to know what you went through during that time, after that time, even in meeting your wife, staying with your wife, having the kids, working. Hey, man, I commend that. I really, really do.
Hmm.
No
Yeah,
doubt, bro.
Yeah.
No
commendable.
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt,
Absolutely.
no
Now,
doubt.
we're going to switch it up a little bit, because we got to say a few things, going to ask a few things. But me and Scott kind of had a bone to pick with you, man, on this one, So you chose to attend McNeese after you leave LSU, right?
Yes.
You come across the bridge, man. Why did you come over there with us, man?
Boy, look here. You right, bro. That'd have been nice
We would
too.
have recommended. We would have welcomed you with open arms, man. Why didn't you come with
But
us?
I don't even think they really. I mean, I ain't gonna say because during the process they really didn't holler at me like that.
They didn't think they could get you.
That's probably yep.
That was it. See, so you have to understand,
Man.
if you don't get injured, me personally,
Yeah.
I've shared this with Scott. I've shared this. You might be a Heisman candidate, Cecil, if you don't get hurt. You understand what I'm saying? So when whatever happened, you say, okay, we moving on here. They probably didn't think they could get you. But man, let me tell you something.
They could have.
Yeah, that you realize what you could have done for us?
Him and Steve Wofford in the backfield together.
Thunder and lightning, baby. Yeah. That's thunder and lightning.
Because Steve Wofford was nice too. I remember him. Yeah, we bumped into each other.
Thunder and lightning, man.
We bumped into each other a couple of times.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old campus, everything. Yeah, I like him. He was nice. Hey, I used to watch him too now.
Yeah.
I like his game. Yeah. I like when he went, where he went though.
He went to the Rams. He went to the Rams. Yeah,
bro. I watched all that.
So, man, as we were saying, you leave LSU, you kind of, look over at us, but don't come visit us. You go over to like you said, you go to Grambling. Tell me about that. How did that go?
Oh, it was cool. It was cool going to Grambling, man. I took the option because I was just really going to look at the schools. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to stay in Louisiana. You know, but it was so far away, really.
Yeah, ain't nothing out there either.
It wasn't nothing out there. It kind of threw me off from being at LSU and then going over there. I'm like, man, I feel like I ain't nowhere to go. You know?
Yeah, going back in time.
Yeah, it might be different now, but back then, man, it wasn't really nothing around. And I knew a couple of people that went to school there. So I really wanted to be familiar more around people that I knew going to school.
Yeah. So you came to Southern.
I should have came to Southern, bro, because I had a lot of Leesville. I had a lot of people from Leesville and Southern.
You had a better support system, too.
Yeah.
Just good dudes.
You kept winning championships, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't kill me, dog. Yeah. Hey, I love it. It's crazy. It's crazy because I love Southern, though. I always did like Southern.
Yeah.
Man.
Real talk. I always did. To this day, I still like Southern.
Yeah.
You know? Jag, come on now, bro.
We can see you on campus.
I already know. Come on, man.
You did.
Yeah, shoot.
Everybody loves Southern, though, man. For whatever reason it was.
Southern, good school.
At that time, and I because I transferred from Pittsburgh, and I ain't gonna lie, like, best decision I've ever made. Going to Southern University, because I didn't feel like I belonged at Pittsburgh. And like you, we were. It was just a different environment. They weren't welcoming. It wasn't a lot of us, on the squad. Throughout the city, we had an incident where it was a pizza parlor because the school is built within the city. If you're in Pittsburgh, so we would travel, go out, and we went to this pizza park one time, and they literally were. It was a racial situation, but once they played football for Pittsburgh, they kind of let it go. I was like, nah, this ain't the place for me.
No.
Yeah.
So that's when I transferred.
Boy, I tell you, boy.
So totally understand.
That's still happening.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. We just saw it happen last 2 days in the draft.
All day in America.
Hey, I gotta say, in America, like that Trick Daddy song, only in America.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
Boy, me and my son, my wife, boy, we on that because we love them boys.
I know, man.
From day one. Always. That whole fam right there.
Yeah.
Man, that's
crazy.
We know
that's crazy.
I mean,
we know that.
It just really showed.
That's where it's like,
you know what I'm saying?
Blatant.
It's just
It's
blatant,
just
bro.
Right in your face. It's
right
Right
in
right
your
in
here.
your
face.
face. And
It's right
and
in your
get what?
face.
And get what? I don't care.
For what?
Yeah. What you gonna do? What
What
you
you
gonna
gonna do?
do?
You want
Yeah.
the opportunity, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unfortunate but real.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boy, he finna go
Crazy.
in there, man. Listen.
Yeah. 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 He gonna do it. Hey, you know what? God got him though.
You better believe
He'll
he
be all right.
got it.
He
See,
gonna be all
that's the
right.
whole
Absolutely.
thing. You
That's
know
what
what
they
I'm
don't
saying? That's
realize.
the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't see it. You know what
Mm-mm.
I'm saying? But see, it's always gonna go against that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Really,
Yeah.
you know, this is a spiritual battle, bro.
Yeah.
This ain't
Absolutely.
no
Yeah.
fleshly battle out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't no fleshly
Yeah.
battle.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
live in the flesh, you really can't see it like that. You
Yeah.
know?
Absolutely.
No.
But hey,
Yeah.
man, we go on forever about that.
No, definitely. What check this out, man. So when you were at LSU, it was known, you would hang out with, Master P and the No Limit record crew or what have
Yeah.
you. And at that time, college athletes couldn't really benefit from you weren't supposed to accept any gifts and whatnot. What you think, what would it be like if Cecil the Diesel was coming up in this time
Oh my
where
goodness.
with all the collective and the NIL, what you think that would look like, man?
Man. Okay. Okay. That hey, now
Yeah,
granted
okay.
now,
Yeah,
I'd have been getting his aid.
yeah,
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? Absolutely
Absolutely.
paid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I mean, that you got people getting paid, bro, right now. That I mean, everybody getting paid.
Everybody, people ain't even playing.
People ain't playing getting paid. So
Yeah.
I can imagine what if it in that era if it been to be getting NIL, what it be getting paid. But it
Oh,
probably wouldn't have been good for me though at that age. I tell you right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you, bro. Come
Thank
on,
you for your honesty, Doc. Thank
bro, bro. I couldn't have got that much at that time. Not at that mindset.
Right.
Yeah,
And now if
yeah,
I could have made it slid through those cracks for about 3-4 years. I might have. Then
yeah,
I might have been all right with it. But no, bro. I wouldn't. I
yeah,
wouldn't. I probably wouldn't be able to handle that money like that at that age in college.
yeah,
Me personally, because
yeah,
I probably wouldn't have. That's just
yeah.
what it is.
Hmm.
Right.
But I love it though, man. I love it. I love the NIL. I think I would have been getting paid, man, making good money, but it's all good. I'm glad it's in because these kids, a lot of them do deserve it. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
deserve y'all know what we go through to play
Oh yeah,
sports. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? A lot of
yep.
people think you just go out there and just play football and it's done.
Hmm. Hmm.
Man, what? Just
Yeah,
being a student athlete alone
alone.
is super
Yeah,
duper tough.
yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Man, you
Yeah.
talking about it? You gotta go to school and get it done. Man, you gotta go to school. You got press on you in school. You gotta go to
Hmm.
practice. You gotta perform every
Hmm.
single day. You competing every single day. Then you gotta deal with your social life. Then you gotta deal with this. Man, listen,
Yeah. Yeah.
this ain't no fly by night thing. You gotta be doing your thing right, man.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and especially now look at social media and all that now. Imagine if they'd had all this when we was in school.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
You know, that's why
Yeah.
it wasn't meant for. It wasn't meant to come out during our time.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
meant to come out during our time.
Yeah.
But
No, that's true.
I actually I love it though. I love it
Yeah.
because when you doing it right, you know what I'm saying.
Mm.
It's humongous for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
humongous. It's a great thing when you're doing the right thing and you're doing it right. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? But if
Hmm.
you still slipping and sliding in the darkness and don't do right and doing all this crazy stuff, it'll destroy you.
100%. 100%.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
Yeah. 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 No. Yeah. Greatly said.
Yeah.
Man, shoot.
You feel you will be one of the higher ups in pay if you
Oh.
do feel
Oh yeah.
higher ups in the NIL community.
I'm telling you,
Hmm.
NIL, boy, them boys get NIL in high school, man.
High school.
Yeah, high
That's
school.
crazy.
High school. Can
Damn.
so
Yeah, I'd have been.
imagine that, Cecil, where you're coming from high school, you go to college. Now, Kevin Falk said out of his mouth, Cecil Collins is the best running back I've ever seen in person. This is coming
Yeah,
from a 3-time Super Bowl champion. What goes through your mind when you hear things like this?
good Lord, bro. I'd be like, man, I be like, bro, was I really that good?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna tell you, bro, I never looked at it like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I really didn't, bro. I knew I was good, you know what I'm saying? But I was so much in honed in, just natural, just playing football, bro. I never
Mm-hmm.
looked at it like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, though, it do it says a lot, you know. They say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That's my dog right there too. Shout out to K Falk.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it say a lot because he was a great player, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
something, and I learned a lot from him. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I wasn't no Dumbo type of player that go out there and just sit, bro. I'm watching the dudes that's in front of me, over to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching. I'm
Yeah.
paying attention. I learned, man. I learned all sorts of stuff from King Fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he
Man,
was
I watched his
great.
whole career. You
Yeah.
know, high school.
Mm-hmm.
We met in high school. I watched his
Yeah.
career, high school. Then I remember when I came out, and I was finna announce I was going to LSU. And
Mm-hmm.
man, they like, man, why you going to LSU? You can go anywhere, bro. But why you going to LSU? They got K Falk over there here, All American already, bro. I'm like, man, listen, we can play together and tear this thing up. I
Yeah.
wasn't thinking
Yeah.
about that. I was thinking about us going back there playing together
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
ripping it. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking about. And I'm
Yeah.
at home.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, I'm going to LSU, bro. I'm
Yeah.
going to LSU. We can, man, me and K Falk gonna hang out.
Yeah. There it is. There it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
man.
real, man. It
Yeah.
was, and
Yeah.
we had some players over there too, man.
Yeah. Rondell Mealy.
Rock me, but we had Rock
Mealy.
used to run that thing.
Yeah.
Rock
Y'all
was
had some
tough. Man, we
dogs.
had some dogs, bro. We
That
did,
was
man.
loaded, man.
And
That was
we
loaded.
had Kendall Cleveland, and they
Oh
kind of forget
yeah.
about Kendall Cleveland a little bit,
Kendall
bro.
Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah.
Cause
Y'all
they
had.
kind of got lost in the shuffle and placed a little bit. But bro, that
Mm,
dude was really good, bro. He was big
yeah.
too. He was
Yeah.
big. We had
Yeah.
some
Y'all
running
had.
So
back.
Y'all had some.
so that's great to hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Great comparisons, right?
yes,
I'm sorry. Like
Yeah.
and the thing about it, what I appreciate more than anything, Cecil, is what it's not something that you thought about.
Mm-mm.
Like
right,
when people are just working at their craft, when you are just diligent about how you are getting better, like you said, when people say this statement, it kind of upsets me, but you hit on it. He's like, I want no Dumbo. There's no such thing as a dumb football player.
Mm-hmm.
right.
There's no such thing as a dumb.
No
You learn
such thing, bro.
things happen in milliseconds, and we making adjustments in those
Like
fractions of
that, like that,
you
like
know.
that, like that.
So for your preparation, like, and for Kevin Falk, like I said, he's a star. But for him to say that, and I've said it, I don't care. I'll shout it at the mountaintop. I've said it for long as I've met you and long as I've seen you with my own two eyes. You are one of the best running backs I've ever seen.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know I'm in good company if K Falk said it too.
I
Yeah.
know that's right. I
Yeah.
know that's right. And
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
bro, you see me running an NFL camp, bro.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I
He
know it.
can. Yeah. He called me.
I
I remember
forgot.
he called me because like he called me. He
Son of
said.
a man.
He said this. Cecil Collins.
I said,
I
this
think
dude.
I don't know if this Jackie. You called me. You told me y'all were doing a 225 test, and I don't
Yeah.
know if you recall. And he said, "Man, Cecil Collins went over there with the lineman, and he did
He did
315, 12,
315.
12. You said
He did
12
12
times,
times. He did
12
12.
times. I was like,
He did
what?
it 12 times. I'm telling you, I called him.
Yeah,
I
he called me and said, no.
listen, man. I said,
That's
this
that
dude
power
unreal.
lifting.
Oh man,
Yeah,
this dude
yeah.
unreal. Because I told it was this run you did in practice one day. And Jimmy Johnson stopped practice, Scott.
Mm.
He stopped practice. Don't nobody move. He said, practice over. He canceled. I'm telling you, he said, don't nobody move. Cecil broke out, boom, and took off straight down the middle.
Mm.
He said, don't nobody move. He said, did y'all see what I just saw? That's exactly what he did. I'll never forget it. He stopped practice. Don't nobody move. He
Straight
looked around
up, old
because
Jimmy.
Jimmy was firing. He was
Yeah,
firing.
Yes,
He
he
was like,
yeah.
hey
was.
baby, did y'all see what I just saw?
He was fired. I
Practice
loved him,
over.
bro. I loved him, bro.
Practice over. And when we was doing that 225, Cecil when I got and I called Scott. I said, Scott, this dude unreal, man. I told him, I said, man, this dude's strong as a bull. I was like, man, so and I'm not saying that. like I said, just because you're here, I'm just glad I get the
Right.
opportunity to share that
Yep.
with you because
No doubt,
I
bro.
seen it live and in color.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
that's that's
And
that's 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 phenomenal, bro. That's
yeah,
phenomenal, bro.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
That's God is
yeah,
good, bro. It's a full circle how we come back and
Yep.
we come
absolutely,
together like this, bro. And
Hmm.
we was
absolutely.
around each other, man. That's
Yeah.
26
Yeah.
years ago,
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It was in
I
the city.
remember.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, man, because I was telling
man.
everybody, I was like, this dude. I was like, I know y'all don't probably believe me. This dude is. I said he's just. It was just another level of talent.
Yeah.
Because the thing about it, Cecil, your size, people didn't realize how fast you were.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right,
People didn't
Yeah.
realize how strong you were.
right,
Yeah.
right.
So when he pressed that hole, Scott,
Mm.
hey, second
Yeah.
level in trouble.
I just said that because I was looking at some clips and it was that game where your shoe came off. And I
Right.
told Jackie, I said, I know he was, he was a great player. I said, I didn't realize he was that fast. Like you hit that thing. Oh, I was like,
Throw that head back
yeah.
and go, man.
That head
Come
get
on,
You
back.
right. I was like,
you
this
throw
dude
that head
fast.
back, Scott. He go.
Yep, throw that head back.
Throw that head back. I seen it, man. So
Man.
Bro, that
I'm just
flop, hey, boy, that goddamn sock was flopping. Boy, I couldn't get no grip for that flop. That sock was nothing, man. Oh man, I was trying to get out
come
of
up
there,
out
bro.
that thing. I said,
Tell about
oh,
that.
we. But
Hey,
yeah,
it's crazy because I go back, because really, I when I got out, I never really seen my games from live TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
seen clips in film. You know what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
had never seen like the live broadcast of these games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I watched some of I watched the live broadcasts from the game, and I was
Mhm.
like, man, I've never
Yeah.
seen it like this. It was
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal. But then get what
Uh,
I'm doing? I'm looking. I'm like
I should.
against. I should have did this.
I knew.
I left like 200 yards on the field against Auburn, bro.
I
he
knew
said
he
I
was gonna
left
say that.
200 yards
I,
on
I knew
the
he was gonna
We,
say that. I knew he was gonna say that.
bro,
Yep.
I
Yeah.
literally left 200 yards on the field in that game and the Mississippi State game.
Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Easy.
demolished them though. See, so you
Demolished, but
demolished them.
that was my first game. But I was really running off natural talent. You know what I'm saying? I was running,
Mm-hmm.
Right,
but I wasn't reading it as much as I should have been reading the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I was
Yeah.
right.
running, sitting, I was gone. But if I'd have
Yeah.
been more patient,
Yeah.
bro, oh my gosh, I'm telling my son, see right there, see right there, I should have cut back, I should have waited and cut back behind him.
Yeah.
I'd have
Yeah.
scored on the play, just like on the
Yeah.
play with the shoe off. I should have
Yeah.
scored on that play because
Yeah.
Larry Foster was blocking right there when I was running to the left side. If I slow down and cut and go underneath him, it's a
Mhm.
touchdown
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
day in America. I
Yeah,
seen, I'm
man.
like, oh.
But
I said, boy,
yeah.
I left a lot of yards on the field and
Yeah.
still
But
had whatever I had,
two
232,
suck.
something like that.
Yeah. But that's
Yes,
what
sir.
the great ones. That's what the great ones do. The great ones look at the film and then right away, I should have did this. You're gonna look at what you should have did better.
Yep,
That's what great players do. And
that's
Oh
I knew you
man.
was gonna say that too as soon as you said it. I knew you was gonna say it, man. But but man, check this out, man. Like Coach Danny Smith, your high school head coach. This was he said Cecil was a great father, a great husband,
Mm,
and a great man. So
mm.
forget all the accolades, all the things you accomplished on the field. When you hear something like that, what does that statement mean to you?
That statement get me emotional. that,
Mm,
that statement right there, man, is like it's the ultimate, man.
mm-hmm,
Um, for one thing, okay, this guy has been there for me and been around me, bro, since I was right after that, maybe when I was like 13 years old.
mm-hmm,
And this guy was not just a football coach. This dude was a father figure to me. You know,
mm-hmm,
he had two girls. He didn't have no son. So
mm-hmm,
like I became his son.
mm-hmm,
And he was always he was always honest with me, bro. He was always he never like put me like on this like from separate from everybody, bro. He coached me. He
mm-hmm,
told me when I was wrong, and he congratulated me when I was good. It was like he wasn't just like, okay, see, you did this, okay, just go. No, he didn't do
mm-hmm,
that.
mm-hmm.
So for him to say that, man, to this day we are phenomenal friends. It's like
Mm.
my second dad. He stay
Yeah.
only like 4 miles down the street from me.
Okay.
You know, so I was over there
Yeah.
last week for Easter. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
That's awesome.
it is, bro. It is awesome. It is awesome, bro. It really is because I'm like, I moved right down the street from it, circle me all the way back to Louisiana, and I come to Gonzales, Louisiana, and my coach is here. When I was coming down there, I was seeing him, you know, and it was, man, it's oh man,
That's
Danny
yeah.
Smith, that's my man right there, man.
Yeah. That's
That's my
God.
man right there, man.
Yeah.
Family, man. He's his family, bro. His daughters, bro. I wish I had it right now. Hold on. You
We're
see,
gonna get a
where my
picture,
wife?
man.
I'm telling you, where my wife put this thing in. I don't know where she put it in. It was right here on the base. Oh man, I don't know where it's at. I'm about to ask my wife to get it for me. I want to show y'all this picture. But okay, dang, I don't know what she did with it. She must have moved it. But it's a picture, bro, of me and them when they was little girls in the field house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They used to come out in the games. They come in the field house, running around. You know, because I used to be around with him. You know, I used to go to his
Mm.
house and everything. So there
Yeah.
was little girls. He was like my little sisters. You know, and it's a picture like
Yeah.
of me holding them like this here.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, then they got two. Now the oldest one, Amber, she got two daughters, and it's like the same identical thing, bro. And
Yeah.
we took another picture of us now at this age, and then when it
Mm.
was that little, man, it was so phenomenal. I'm looking at it like,
Yeah.
man, these two
Mm.
girls, it's so much more look just like when y'all was two little girls, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And now
Yeah.
I'm uncle to her two little daughters, you know. It's
Yeah.
amazing, bro. God is,
Yeah.
oh my God,
Yeah.
God know what
Yeah.
he boy, he know what
Yeah.
to do.
Yeah. Put the right people around you.
Yes, man.
Put the right
This
people
is
around you. Still
exactly
to this day.
still to
That
this day.
that rock support system that was there since you were 13 years old, now at 47, 48 years old, you put them full circle.
Full circle, man.
Yeah. That's
Ain't it good, man?
that's
Ain't
good.
it
Hey,
good,
you
bro?
can't. Hey, that's
Absolutely.
awesome, man.
It is,
Yeah.
man. It is,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes, man. And to addition to that, with all you went through, LSU, transfer, go to McNeese, because of your God given ability, you were drafted in the fifth round. Now, I do know, and I'm pretty
It's,
sure the world knows,
huh?
if you don't get in any trouble, you're up.
Yeah,
But you go in the fifth round, 99 draft is an accomplishment that a lot of people can't, they don't even understand,
right.
right? What did that mean to you?
Oh man, that meant like it meant the world to me because I'm looking back. I'm like, man, listen. As I'm going through the process, you know, I'm going to train. I got Jimmy Sexton, my agent. I moved to Dallas. You know, I'm training over there in Dallas. I'm getting ready for the combine. So I get the invite to the combine. I'm like, man, okay, thank you, Lord. I got the invite to the combine. You
Mm,
know, so I getting ready to go to the combine. I'm working out. I get sick.
mm,
I catch the flu and bronchitis. My whole household sick at the time. My oldest daughter, my mother, her mother, and me, all in Dallas at this time, and all of us get sick. Thank God I was the first one to bounce back, so I was able to take care of them. But I
mm,
had lost 15 pounds during this time. 'Cause I was sick for like 2 weeks, tore us all down.
mm,
So I'm getting ready to go to combine, and I'm coming off being sick,
mm,
man. So I got to go to the combine. Oh, and I had a little slight hamstring pull.
mm,
So I'm going to the combine. I'm like, man, should I run all the drills, do all the drills? You know, I'm gonna do all the interviews with the teams, but my hamstring kind of tight. I don't know if I can do all these drills.
mm.
You know, I don't want to get. I really don't want to mess my shot up for getting drafted because I know
Yeah.
it's a. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't. I can wait, and I can kind of wait till my private workout when that hamstring get right and really
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. You know, I went
Oh,
there, I did
smart.
all the interviews and everything. I did it. I think the vert, the bench, but I didn't do all them cone drills and the 40 and all that.
Mm.
I didn't even want to risk it,
Smart. That's smart.
you know.
Absolutely.
So that happened, and I ended up getting drafted in the fifth round, 134 pick. I was waiting around too. I was at this. Now I had moved to Memphis after I had got drafted. I moved to Memphis because that's where Jimmy Sexton was at.
Mm,
Jimmy Sexton's super agent right now.
mm-hmm.
I was like, he was getting big back then, but now I say,
Yeah.
whoo, boy, Jimmy Sexton doing this thing. And
Yeah.
so I get drafted, and not late on I start thinking, I'm like, man, I ain't really played number like 5 college games. That's all I played.
Yeah.
I never played a whole season.
That's
You know, I'm
crazy.
look back at it, I'm like, man, I got hurt. I played against now I got suspended the first game of the season against I don't know if y'all even know that one. I got
Yeah.
suspended the first game of the season against New Mexico State because I had a
Yeah.
dirty urine. I had a dirty urine that summer in the
Mm.
off season. I'll never forget. I was in Houston with my daddy at my daddy house, and I got the phone call from Donaldo. I'm like, man, Donaldo calling me in the summertime. Oh man, hey, Donaldo calling me
So
in the
wrong.
summer.
So wrong.
Something ain't right. Oh man. I say, man. He say, man. He say, you know, you failed the drug test. I'm like, oh man, come on, coach. I knew it too because I was smoking, and I'm
Mm.
like, man. Well, they say, well, you know, the NCAA gonna take the NCAA do that, you know. So the
Right.
NCAA ended up suspending me for the first game of the season against New Mexico State. I was like, man, I knew I
Mm.
was gonna get a lot of playing time.
Yeah.
I know we're finna blow them out, man. And that's what happened. They blew him out. K Falk got off, had a good game. I was like, man, I missed that first game like that. I'm tripping. So that next game was against Mississippi State, you know. That's when K Falk hurt his hamstring and I came in, you know, did my
Mm.
thing against Mississippi State, which was
Mm.
like, I was like, man, what I thought they were gonna put Rondell in the game before me, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
I haven't played a game yet. But
Yeah.
I had been doing my thing in spring and in practice. I've been doing my thing, and
Yeah.
I learned the offense too, you know, because I had that I had that first year I prop 40-82,
Mm-hmm.
prop 48 because
Mm-hmm.
my ACT score.
Yeah.
So that whole year was really my season, really.
Mm-hmm.
I revert back because I'm my mindset. I'm like, man, this my season. I got to stay out the whole season. Hey, never in my life have I not played a year of football.
Tough.
Never in my life I had not missed a year of football. So I'm like, man, I can't play. Well, look, get what? This is gonna be my season right here. We finna get it. Hey, and I played it. I'm telling you now, I played it just like I was playing in the game every practice, bro. That whole
Yeah.
year I was out, and we was
Yeah.
getting it in. Well, me and the defense was getting it in. We was
Yeah.
banging. Them boys got a good look that year. They got a good look.
And it's
They got a
crazy
good
you
look,
say
bro. It was
that. It's
cool. That was
crazy
hey.
you say that, Cecil, because Scott, I don't know if you remember, but I never forget. I think it's Channel 9, WAFB.
Mm.
That's what they said about him.
Yeah.
Because, you know, by him not playing, they was like, Cecil Collins is tearing up the first defensive unit. I remember that.
Well,
They
hey,
showed him because he was busting through tackle. He was running
yeah.
people over. I said,
Man,
man.
Well,
So I do
so
remember that.
they said I saw that. I was when I was reading up on you. Yeah, they said you took the ACT. You missed about by 1 point. I think they
yep.
said no. You missed it by
No,
4. You missed it by like 4 or 5 points. You took it the second time
right,
and you got the
right,
5 point you
right,
needed. But then they said that that's not usual. It
right.
jumped too much. And then they made you take it again and you failed it by 1 point.
Ain't that something?
Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
Come on.
Yeah,
They basically trying to say I cheated. That's what they basically saying. Come on now.
pretty much.
Come on.
Pretty
Come
That's
much.
on, bro.
crazy.
Pretty
They
much.
made
Yeah.
me do that. That got me right there. That got me right
Yeah.
there. Boy, that was crazy now. I
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember that like it was yesterday too. I
Yeah.
tell you what though, I never really focused on them tests like that. Sometimes
Mhm.
I went in there and I did all right on. Sometimes I didn't. I wasn't
Mhm.
really back then. I wasn't even really in sitting down that long taking test, bro.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
straight
Right.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
We've
can
all
do
been there.
classwork, but boy, sitting down taking them long tests,
Oh,
that wasn't
that's
me,
the
bro.
worst.
Yeah.
Oh,
We've all
It
been
yeah.
wasn't.
there. All been
Yeah.
there.
So it
Mhm.
was all in the plan though. It worked out perfect.
It
Yeah.
did. It
Yep.
did. In continuation with that, see, so you, like you say, you get drafted, you go to the Miami Dolphins, you become a starting running back in '99.
Yes, sir.
You have a situation, you get apprehended, you incarcerated for 13 years. Mike Tyson said when he went to prison for those 2 years, it was the most peace he's ever had in his life.
Hmm.
You talk about some of the valuable lessons you learned while you were incarcerated?
Oh my gosh, bro. So many. Man,
Mm.
listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I did, to be exact, really 13 years and 7 months, bro. Uh, for me to go to prison and be able to sit down and sit still was probably like the first time ever in my life it just ever happened. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm.
And it was so at first, bro, I was mad at the world, bro.
Yeah.
I was mad at the world. Like, man, I done lost my career and it all happened. I'm talking about you know, bro, it happened so fast. I
Mm.
lost everything. I go to prison in Florida. I don't have nobody in Florida.
Oh.
I don't know nobody. I ain't
Yeah.
from Florida.
Yeah.
I go to prison, bro. I don't know not one person in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I know about the prison system. You know, I have uncles
Yeah.
that been to prison. I visit my uncle in prison.
Mm-hmm.
So I know about it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I know a little something. So I go in there. I'm really trying to stay to myself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but bro, I end up being, man. I was in Florida, man. I was a Miami Dolphin player, man. Shoot, man, it was crazy.
Mm.
I had major love and I had major hate. You know what I'm
Oh.
saying? So it was
Yeah.
both ways. And but I learned from it though. You know, it was a thing to where uh, you know, this is the place where you really have to go when you at your bottom. You make the biggest mistakes you ever make in your lives, and this is what it costs you.
Mm.
You get to lose. You lose your privileges. You lose being free. You lose being able to be around your people and love them when you want to love them. You know, and that prison man, after about it took me, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, it took me at least 7 years just starting to see what was really going on. You know what I'm saying? It took me 7 years to really find me and to get
Mm.
myself right. You know what I'm saying? To start that process of
Mm-hmm.
getting myself right, bro. First 7 years, bro, I was like, man, whatever. Y'all gave me 15 years. I'm not listening to nothing y'all talking about. I don't care what y'all talking about up in here. I'm finna do my time how I want to do it. Period.
Right.
You know, I was still smoking while I was in there. I wasn't studying nothing. And I had my wife at the time because I met my wife in the county jail. Man, I tell you what, boy, that Lord something else, boy. Sent me my baby when I was in the county jail.
Wow.
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 What an amazing God, bro. I was
Yeah.
at my worst. You hear me?
Yeah.
You know, everything. And I met her a month before I went to prison, bro.
How'd you meet her?
Oh my goodness gracious, man! Listen, Uh, it's crazy because initially I was I met her cousin,
Mm-hmm.
and she was coming to see one of her friends that was in there, and she brought her up there with her. But when I seen my wife, I was like, man, she cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love that old pretty curly hair she had. She was so pretty
Yeah.
sitting over there, but she wasn't really. We wasn't really talking. I was seeing her cousin. I go back. The only way I could talk to her was to call my wife Elena. Call her to talk to her cousin, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I called her, her cousin was never there. She would never answer the phone. She was out doing whatever she was doing, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So I ended up talking to my wife all this time, and
Mm.
we just became friends,
Oh wow.
straight up. You know what I'm saying? And I just told her, man, I like you, you
Mm.
know, 'cause we just was
Cut the chase,
communicating.
huh? Cut it
Yeah,
out.
man. Yeah, and it was man. God, I'm telling you, man. And bro, we just started becoming friends. You know,
Yeah.
talking, communicating, friends, and talking. Now I started talking to her, and it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And she was like, man, she's like, um, no matter how much time you get, you know, I'm ride with you.
Damn.
No matter how much time you get, I'm with you.
Damn.
I'm your friend. And bro, I was like, so I go to prison, and I'm like, man, this girl just talking, man. Ain't no way in the world, man, this girl finna ride do all this time, man. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
So I get it,
Yeah.
I get it. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
I done heard the stories. I know how it go. You know, girl
Mm.
might be around 2, 3 years, ride with you. They see you got the time riding, and they like, man, I'm out of here. I seen it for
Yeah.
my own self, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Thousands
Yeah.
of times.
Yeah.
So I was up there, you know. So I say, man, I say, you know what? I say, 5 years passed by and this girl's still here, man. I'm gonna ask her to marry me, man. I don't know. I'm in prison.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna ask her to
Yeah.
marry me. By
Yeah.
the time we was already in love, she
Mm-hmm.
come to see me on the Vision Park every single Saturday and Sunday, bro.
Damn.
I'm talking about every Thanksgiving, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Christmases, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, man. I'm talking about honestly, first thing, sleeping in the parking lot in the cars, waiting to get in, man, want me to be the first ones out, because she didn't want to see me sitting on she can imagine see me sitting on my bed, just like waiting, you
Mm-hmm.
know, being
Mm-hmm.
alone, waiting to see her. So she used to
Yeah.
get there so early to get me out there. First 5 people, I'm on the Vision Park, man. Listen, bro. So
Damn.
I'm like, man, fine. I say I'm gonna marry. And I asked her to marry, man. I asked her mother, man. God bless the Gerald, man. Her mama was an angel, bro.
Yeah.
Her mother, oh my God, she was an angel. Oh, and she said she first when her mama first came and met me, we clicked,
Yeah.
We
Yeah. Yeah.
clicked because through this time now, granted, I didn't meet her at this time, and although they tell her like, "Girl, girl, what you doing? You finished stay with this guy in prison. You gonna marry this guy in prison? You got all these opportunities and that and that, man. Because you could just imagine it's tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough for somebody to give up what they
Oh.
got out there and somebody you met in the jail in the county, and then you go to prison with them and stay with them doing prison. I mean, that
Yeah,
Yeah.
that don't happen
they
too
they
much.
doing time too. They
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing time too.
exactly. They doing
Salute,
time too. Exactly.
salute.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's absolutely all that you was doing in your life. You stopping all of that type of stuff.
right.
You know what I'm saying? You sacrificing that, to be there for me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it went, man. And we got married, bro. And man, it's been ever since, bro. All we used to do is walk around the Vision Park, bro. 6 days, 6 hours on Saturday, bro. 6 hours on Sunday, walking around, holding hands, communicating, talking, enjoying each other, learning each other, bro. It was built. Our relationship really was built on that communication, bro. It really
That's
was. You know what I'm
huge.
saying? It wasn't built
That's
around no
huge.
sex or nothing, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that
Yeah.
was man, that was almighty, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That God, see, He set it up perfectly for us, bro. And that's the key to our relationship, communication. You
Mm-hmm.
know, we know each
Mm-hmm.
other so well, you know. And my girl missed 2 visits, bro. Two.
1, 2.
And
1, 2.
13 and almost 14
13
years.
years and seven
Yes,
months.
sir. And that was only because she had an outpatient surgery. She wanted to come, but I told her, no, you stay home and rest. And then she went to a women's conference, I think a Joyce Myers women's conference.
Oh
And that
yeah.
was it, bro. That girl
Damn.
was there every time, bro. And she ain't
That's
got nothing but better, man. I know Lord sent me this woman, man. I
oh
sent me my
boy.
wife, man, my virtuous woman. Boy,
Can you,
they can't
can,
tell me nothing.
can you imagine that?
Man, bro,
Man,
I'm telling
that
you,
can you
I
imagine that
couldn't
God
believe
I
it.
sent
get
you this woman
emotional. I get
that
emotional, man. I get
that
emotional, dog. I'm
but
serious.
no,
Like, I get
she
emotional.
came, you met her at your lowest, not Cecil Collins,
Right,
the superstar,
right.
Cecil at his lowest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right.
And
Cause
she
come on, man.
But you know the greatest thing about that, man, what I hear?
Man.
I say Cecil's a good dude. He has
Mm-hmm.
hmm
a good
Yep,
heart.
you
I've
did.
always
Yep.
said that, Cecil. So
Yeah.
that's a
Yes, sir.
testament of you as well, brother.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
hmm
understand that, like, so I am grateful, like you said, God brought her, but you had to do the work too.
hmm
Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
man, I applaud that, brother, because
hmm
no
it's
doubt.
people out here living every day free,
Yeah.
Free.
still can't do what
And
you've done and can't
yeah.
Right.
hold on and can't build what you've built because it's built on false principle and false narrative. So
hmm
to
Yeah.
know what you've done, you and your wife have built, your kids, hey man, that right there. I get emotional about stuff like that, because
Yeah.
it's so needed, man. Go ahead,
Right.
Scott.
hmm
I'm sorry.
Right.
No, I
Right.
just want to say, I just stuff it get me excited too, dog. When you start talking about business, like a lot of people in your position wouldn't have received that love because they're
Nope.
so
Right.
angry at the world. You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? So the
Yes.
fact that you had the emotional intelligence that God blessed you to receive that love, because a lot of people would have ran away from it. and
Yeah.
angry
Yes.
and like, I don't deserve this. But for you to still have that self-esteem after being at your lowest, to receive that love and accept that love and give it back. And one of the best things was you guys building a relationship off communication, and it was an emotional connection
Right.
before it became a physical connection.
Right.
So it was
Oh
like
my gosh.
it was like building a house, and that concrete was 100 feet thick.
Absolutely. Ain't
That
going
base,
nowhere.
that base,
That's right.
That
That's
foundation.
right. That's
Yep.
right. But
man,
hey,
that's
you
beautiful.
you hit it on the head, bro. The emotional relationship, and you know
Mhm.
what? Cause see, that's what we have with Christ. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So that's the way we're supposed to. That's the way we're supposed to translate it when we do find our virtuous woman. When he do send her on our path, you know.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
boy, you tied it in just then, boy. I see it. I just seen that right there,
Yeah,
boy. Ooh,
yeah,
Lord.
yeah,
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 that's exactly how it's supposed to be. It's
yeah.
supposed to be, bro. You
Mhm.
know, we
Yeah,
supposed to do what Christ do and how he is, you know.
100%.
And that
Yeah.
just relate just to that, bro. It's just man, I can't help but to give him praise and praise and praise, bro. Because this dude, you know, me and him
Mhm.
like that's if we like, you
Yeah,
know, the relationship is like we cool like that,
yeah.
you
Like,
Absolutely.
know. We
like peanut
cool
butter
like
and jelly. Like
we
peanut butter and
like
jelly.
peanut butter and jelly, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And see,
yeah,
that's the thing though too, because
Man.
that's what he Jesus, that's what he want.
Mhm,
That's the ultimate he wants is a relationship with you. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? It's all about relationship with him. You know,
mhm.
so that's the phenomenal thing right there, bro.
Yeah,
Lord
yeah,
have mercy. Thank you, Lord.
yeah.
Ooh, I
There
tell
you
you,
go.
bro, it's
Yeah.
been so
Hold on.
good, bro.
If you have a question, Scott, but I gotta ask you this, Cecil. How were you able to realize this was your wife?
And let me tell you something, man. I used to call this girl, and this girl never not pick up the phone. I call, I collect call from the county jail, from prison. This girl never not pick up the phone, and it was always, um, I can always feel
Mm,
her care, how much she cared for me, you
mm,
know, and that was the thing that it touched my heart so
mhm,
much, you know, that she really just cared, man. And you know,
mhm.
all my what growing up, bro, and being a whatever they star athlete or whatever, you know, it's like this.
Yeah, you didn't know who was
You
genuine, who was not.
you ain't know
Yeah.
who
Mm.
was genuine, who
Yep.
was not,
Mhm,
bro.
Yep.
You
mhm.
know, so when it came like this and stayed like that, I was like, oh my gosh, it's gotta be the one.
Yeah,
It's no
yeah,
woman ever have ever met like this before.
yeah.
You know, it's no woman that I met when I'm down. They stand like that. They gonna be so supportive. You know that was it, man. That was it. That was like, man, that's the love. That's the love. And she taught me really how to really love, bro.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, cause the love that she showed me so much, bro. And that's what led me. That's what led me to Christ because He came to help through her and showed me the love, how to love, bro. You
Mhm,
know, real talk. You know,
mhm.
genuine, bro.
Yeah,
Agape love, one that really loved me, man, for who I was because I she didn't even know who I was at first, bro.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's
you didn't
beautiful.
even know she was for Cecil,
Yeah,
Wasn't no
yeah,
Cecil the Diesel, none of that. You
yeah.
Right.
know what I'm
No.
saying?
Right.
So that was like, yes, bro. That's
Yeah,
it right there, bro. That's oh
yeah,
my gosh, bro.
yeah. Hey, ain't it a beautiful thing
Man,
when your partner loves you for who you truly are?
yes,
You
man.
don't have to put on a facade. You don't have to.
None, no
They,
facades,
when you can
perfect
do that,
imperfections, bro.
yeah, that's true
Straight up,
intimacy.
bro.
That's true intimacy right there.
Real.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Absolutely.
Lord. Hey,
yeah.
Emotional, man. I'm sorry.
Jackson.
Hey,
I get a little
hey,
soft, man. I get a little
hey,
soft, man.
Cecil.
But Caesar, bro,
Hey,
I
Cecil.
love it. I love it.
Oh,
Love,
oh.
love,
Hey,
bro.
hey. See, so I know you've done. I'm pretty sure you've done some different. You've been on any other pod? You've been on different podcasts. You did
Yeah, I've been
interviews.
on a couple of them.
I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
say, has any of them been like this?
No, I ain't gonna. No,
You know, I can't. I'm about to say it
they
can't be,
haven't, bro.
dog.
They
It can't
haven't,
be.
bro. They been good, but they ain't been like this, bro.
Yeah, no,
This is this is this
I,
is this a connection right here.
I thought it was just
I
me.
can
I said,
feel
is it just me? Or is it,
it.
I said,
Nah, man,
it's
I'll be
I.
like,
Oh
because
yeah,
I
I was
can
just
feel it,
different.
bro.
I know for me, even though we didn't spend a lot of time because I ended up getting released from Miami.
Right,
I've always spoke about you.
He did.
I'm
Yep.
not joking. I am
Yep.
not joking. I'm
He's.
not saying I have always spoke about you because when we met, like now, I was like, man, this dude pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And like we
Mm-hmm.
hung out a few times. Now, as he stated earlier, things he was doing, I wasn't doing. You know what I'm
right.
Yeah.
saying? So he would
Mm-hmm.
be like, man, I'm finna go over here. Well, I'm going over here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Straight up.
I didn't never
Right,
judge you. We didn't never, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing like he come back, man. I was in such and such last night. All right, but we carry on. But
right.
I felt that. I
Mm-hmm.
really did. So for you to find what you found and
Mm.
for you to be able to, as Scott say, receive it, hey
Mm-hmm.
man, that's
Yeah.
amazing, man. That's
Yeah.
amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's
No
real
doubt,
talk
no
there,
doubt.
man.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
only by the grace of God, bro.
Hundred
I'm telling you,
percent.
bro.
Hundred
Real
percent.
talk, bro.
Yes,
Yep.
1,000,000
yes,
percent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
One
Yeah.
million percent. I'm just receiving everything he give me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Every got they order my steps in your word, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
I love that song. One of my favorite
oh my
songs.
God,
Mhm.
what?
Yeah.
One of my
You
favorite
know, you
songs.
look back on
Yeah.
your life, bro, and I look back on my life, dog, or what I've been through, and from a kid, bro, all the way through my mom and daddy getting divorced, bro, that was crushing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And from a teenager, bro, to a young adult, bro, to I'm 48 years old now, man. I give God all the glory. I praise God, bro, because I know, man, I'm looking, I see my whole pattern of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I look at it, I self-evaluate, and I really look at it
Mm-hmm.
all the way, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
all I see is his handprint everywhere, bro.
Mm-hmm. That's yeah.
Everywhere I look in my life, bro, he been there.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah.
been there every
Whether you
single
know it or
time,
not.
bro.
Yeah.
Whether
Whether
you
I
You
know
know
it
it
or
or
not.
not,
yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
that's the
Yeah.
amazing part, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Yeah. Yeah.
God is
It,
the
ma-
real one.
it makes
God is
sense.
real.
Yeah, man. It makes sense. Two things. And like we talked about, like you just certain people you get. Cecil and I never. I think, like I said, we crossed paths when I met Whitey in the that was in the late '90s when we met or whatnot in Baton Rouge. But obviously, he doesn't remember me. I just remember. Always I remember because I remember he was with Whitey,
Right.
Mm.
and and when we talked for the first time on the phone, we just started talking like we've been knowing each other 20 years. Right? It was just like it wasn't
Exactly.
like, yeah, right. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to bring that up and just talk about, you meet certain people and you just, instantly. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder because, when doing that 13 years and 7 months, I was like, damn, like man. Because I'm like, how did he survive that shit? Like, how did he make it?
Man.
It was your wife. God put your wife. Now I get it. Now
Yeah.
I get it. You had
Yeah.
something to look forward to. You had somebody
Yeah.
holding you down. You had a rock, and
Had a
now I
rock,
get it.
bro.
Now I understand. I understand.
I had a reason, bro.
Yeah,
I
you had a
That's
really
reason.
did,
why.
bro,
That's
because
just
I,
why.
I
Absolutely.
had it, bro. I didn't have no family down here. You know
No.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
knew it, bro. I seen what he did, bro. I
Yeah.
seen what he did.
Yeah. For sure.
And he sent that woman in my life, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Yeah.
thank
Real
God,
tough.
man, that I fallen down. I thank God that I ain't messed it up.
I was about to say you ain't messing up. You ain't messing.
Hey,
You ain't
I ain't
messing.
messed
Hey,
that one up.
I
You
ain't
better
messing this
let my
one up.
soulmate get away.
Yeah,
Hey,
100%. You ain't
hey,
messing up. Yeah.
man, for real. I ain't letting
Yo.
that soulmate get away.
Something just came to me. I'm sorry. I know, Scott, you have a question. But you had, prior to that, you had never been in legal trouble, had you?
What, since at the Dolphin or
No,
LSU?
I'm just saying, period. You hadn't been in any type of legal trouble prior to you getting in that 13-7. Had you been in any trouble?
Mm,
Legally?
not legally, not legally. No,
So
no,
that's what
No.
no.
I'm saying. So
Legally, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I said legally. So
Right,
that's
Mm,
what
exactly.
baffled me how he got so much time.
Right.
yeah.
Right. Now
Yeah.
that was kind of, hey, listen. Man, that was crazy. Okay, now I had Burger Occupied. I had, man, listen, let's get Burger Occupied Dwelling. This is what I had. And at the time the law was the judge had the discretion to give you from the minimum to the maximum. It was in the judge's hand. So the
Correct.
minimum might have been 2 years, the max 15 years. You know what I'm saying? And by me, at LSU, I had the same thing, the battery and the burger occupied dwelling. It ended up being misdemeanor battery and I think in Louisiana at the time, I don't know if it was second degree burger occupied dwelling.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing in Miami, burger occupied dwelling, second degree felony, punishable up to 15 years. So when I went to court, I had the probation from being on probation in Louisiana, 4 years probation under my charge I caught when I was in college, my burger occupied dwelling. So I was already had those 4 years of probation underneath my head. Now when I went here, caught my case in Miami, it was pretty much the same thing, a burglary or occupied dwelling, right? Now this punished what the 2 to 15 years, but it's like they looked at it like I don't know if you what they call it back then
It's like a second offense almost.
yeah, pretty
Yeah, it's
much.
Mm-hmm.
You
like
know what I'm saying?
repeat,
Like a
like
second
repeat. Yeah,
offense.
yeah.
You know? And I thought I started seeing this stuff later on because I was in that law I was in them books. I was trying to get my case dismissed. I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to get out of prison. Oh, and that's another thing.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
saw that.
know, listen, bro, I'm trying to get out. I'm filing. I'm filing, bro. 3.850s. It's official counsels to go. I went back to court. I got
Mm.
granted a new sentencing and everything. I went back to court, went up for a new sentencing, did the whole process. Judge went up there, heard from people, character witnesses. My mama and daddy came there, everything. Went back in front of the judge. Now it's on the judge's decision if he gonna cut my time, let me out, or whatever. Man, that judge went back and gave me back them 15 years again.
Damn.
Gave me them 15 years back. Didn't take not 6 months,
Nothing
not a
off.
year, nothing.
Damn.
So I'm like, man, at the time. Now I can say this now, but back then at the time, I was like, man, ain't gonna do nothing for me. I can't get no time off. Even though at the time I still was getting disciplinary reports, going to jail for smoking. I'm getting in trouble. I'm in prison, get locked up in prison. For dirty
Mm.
urine, which I
Mm.
don't understand what that. I do understand it, but they locking you up and putting you in a box for dirty urine while you're in prison. Whatever, you
Mm.
know. But I'm like, nah, that's how I was thinking then too. I'm like, come
Mm.
on, man, these dudes doing all this time.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking back at it now. I'm like, for me, I don't know about nobody else. I only can speak for me. That me smoking, it wasn't good for me. Period. It
Mm.
wasn't good.
Mm.
So I look back at it, I'm like, man, I see the Lord. I say, well, you want me to do something.
Mm.
You want me to do something. You don't want me to get right back out. He like, no,
Mm.
no, you're gonna have to do a little work. You're gonna have to do a
Mm.
little work. I ain't finna just let you get off like that because I can see your mind ain't right. Your
Mm.
mind is not right to go right back out there like that. Come on. Because I
Mm.
went back within the first 3 years now. I came
Mm.
back. 3 years I was back in court.
Mm.
So in 3 years, my mind was still the same.
Mm.
It wasn't no better in 3 years.
Mm.
Tell you that right now, it was not no better. It might have been worse mentally because of the aspect of me like, man, I got this time. I ain't stuck none of that. I'm finna do
Mm.
this time, and I'm gonna do it how I want to do it, which I like to do at the time. Smoke. So
Mm.
I'm gonna do it, and that's how that came. So man, them 15 years they gave me, bro. I really needed that time, bro.
Yeah.
You
You know how
Crazy.
know,
powerful that is, Cecil?
huh?
You know how powerful that is, what you just said?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so
That's
you're talking about I don't want to get off track, but I mean, do you realize how powerful it is what you just said?
Mm.
You,
bro. That's
your
what it
heart,
is, bro.
right? But in your heart and your mind, you can sit there and you can reflect on that time, and you can say, That's what I needed in order for me to be here today.
That's
God,
right, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
wow.
I'm talking about, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so much I had to get out, bro. So
Yeah.
much he had to fix in me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to fix so many curses, bro.
Yeah.
So many, bro. I had to break so many, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I had to. I
Mm-hmm.
had to because guess what? If I didn't, bro, I wouldn't be able to be out and have my son right now, bro. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
be able to show my son the right way, man. My son love Christ, you hear me? I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about he all in.
Yeah.
He sleep with Jesus every night, bro. You
Yeah.
know?
Yes,
Literally, bro.
literally,
We got a
yeah.
dog Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like a little man figure jaw Jesus. He big
Right,
one, you know?
right.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, listen, man. He showed me, you know, and he by him get blessed me with my son because like I say, I got two older daughters, bro, 28, 25, bro. And I didn't have no son, you know. So he gave me my son, bro.
Mm.
After I got out of prison, man.
Yeah.
After I got out of prison, bro, he blessed me to have a son. He said, you know what?
You.
Now you're gonna be there you go right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's your time now.
It's
It's
Yeah.
your
your
time.
time. Now it's your
Yeah.
time. It's
It's
your
your
Yeah.
time. I'm
time.
finna give you my child, your
Mm.
son, my son, and I'm gonna give him to you, and I want you to get it, raise him right now. I want you
Yeah.
to train him up right
Now you
and raise
ready.
him up as one of my disciples. That's
Now
what I
you
want you
ready.
to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's what it is, bro.
You did those 13 years and 7 months, and your reward was your beautiful wife and your beautiful child. That's what
Bro,
it was in exchange.
man.
That's what it is.
That's
So
your
then you got to
reward.
ask yourself. So a person got to ask themselves, would I go to prison for 13 years and 7 months if I can have my soulmate and God bless me with my son?
I'm in there.
There you go. That's it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's
Hey,
amazing, bro. Like that.
it's gonna be some
That's
it's gonna be
wow.
some
Like
ramen noodles eating.
Yeah,
What,
yeah,
bro?
now,
yeah,
Scott,
Hey,
he's funny, Scott. He's funny
yeah,
now. I
yeah.
do.
So
I do remember that.
yeah,
Wow,
bro,
yeah.
man.
man, for real, bro.
Mm,
It just amazed me. And then I look back and I'm looking at these scriptures. I'm reading the scriptures, right, bro? And I'm looking at all these men in the Bible of what these men went through. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? All the disciples, bro. These men of God, bro. All of dudes was persecuted, bro.
They
All
were.
them dudes,
They
all them
were.
dudes wasn't saved at one time, bro.
mm,
Paul, you
mm,
know what I'm saying? He was a murderer, bro. Persecutor, bro. This
mm,
man became one of the greatest disciples ever, bro. Apostles ever, bro. He's an apostle, bro. Jesus still like,
mm,
So I'm
mm,
like this. Guess what? All us, bro, just like that, bro. We all had that opportunity, bro. Jesus give us all us that opportunity to be just like that, bro. So
mm.
why not?
Yeah. Mm,
Why you gonna go against that? Why not? So
mm,
these dudes went to prison while they was in here. And these disciples went to prison, get beheaded,
mm,
sitting in the prison cell.
mm, mm,
So I'm like, why I can't be one like this? You know what I'm
mm.
saying? People be like, I remember people used to say, man, dudes go to prison, man. Bro, they come out, they talking about they found God, they found Jesus. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
do. They do
yeah.
because guess what? This is where he come to you at. He don't
Mm,
come to the righteous. You
mm,
know the people who think they self-righteous, they think they know everything, they got everything right. They ain't
mm.
following behind him. They don't listen to nothing he say. He ain't coming to them. He coming to the ones, man, that's us sinners, bro.
Yeah.
He want us to come
No.
home, bro. You know what I'm
Oof.
saying? And,
Yeah.
this way, and this is a whole place full of dudes, bro. Half of
Mm,
us be empty, bro. We done
mm,
lost everything. We in here like animals, bro. You know
mm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this who he want. You
Yeah.
think he want us to sit there and let the devil just take us and kill us and beat us up and you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
boom 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 boom. He come in knocking.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
bump 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 bump. He gonna knock.
Yeah.
Some of them ain't gonna open us up some of them ain't gonna open the door.
Mm.
Some of us gonna open the door.
Mm-hmm.
The ones who open the door, all hell be to God, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Straight up, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
just what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, I
Yeah.
love me some Jesus, boy.
Yeah. Well, because like you said, he come and get you at your lowest because
Yes.
because when he brings you out of that, you don't have all you can say it was God. It was
That's it.
God. You know,
It's all
and this show, obviously this is all about you. I just have to say this. It's kind of like, Jackie, been there for my story, the way it transpired to go to being not really doing much in college to having a 10-year professional football career.
right.
How do
Yes,
you
sir.
explain that? All I can say was
Oh,
God. How
10.
do you explain it?
10?
10.
Yes,
It's
sir. Ooh.
and Jackie can attest, like people we play with constantly like, man, he lucky. How did he do this?
Nah. Ain't no luck.
Ain't no luck.
Ain't no
I say
luck.
this.
Ain't
I
none of
tell him
that.
all the time. See, ain't luck. This dude working and he's living and doing it the right way. That's how you. That's how you get rewarded.
Yeah, yeah,
Straight up.
it's
He gonna
funny.
reward you. He gonna
Yeah,
reward you. And then he want that glory now.
Come on
yeah,
now,
Oh, he want that
hmm
glory.
give
yeah,
it to him.
It's
yeah.
all about it. He want that glory.
Yeah.
And he gonna show you, boy. He gonna God,
Mhm.
hey man. Hey, bro, I love this right here, bro.
Yeah. Man, we coming to an end, man. There's a couple more. Now though, now you have a 9-year-old son, beautiful wife, and I mean that story about your wife. I'm flabbergasted about that. That's you know, man. Tell us having these two individuals in your life now. You know, tell us how they've inspired you to be a better person and become the best man you could be.
Oh man, listen, they inspire me so much, bro. Because when I look at my son, let me tell you something, man. My son tell me he love me, bro, at least 500 times a day, bro.
That's awesome, man. That's beautiful.
Daddy,
Wow.
I love you out of nowhere.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My wife, same thing. Hey, babe, I love you.
Damn.
You know, our mama talk about they daddy, man. They daddy and bae and husband, man. They love me so much and they so all in with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And she's such a my wife, bro, too. She's such a virtuous woman. She allowed me to lead like I supposed to. You know what I'm saying? She
Mm-hmm.
has no problem with that. Definitely when I'm being led by Christ, like we
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And she being led by Christ, it's the way he made it. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man is the head of the family.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? This is the way God put it. And
Mm.
you know, when you have a woman that accepts that, bro, and has the life of Christ, bro, it's so phenomenal, bro. You know, it's phenomenal, bro. And for my son, bro, I'm
Yeah.
bro, I'm
I love it.
everything to my son, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He my
Yeah.
junior, bro. He's Cecil, he my junior. You
Yeah.
know, he my junior. I'm like, boy, you balling out here, you playing ball, you good now. He good.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
good now.
Yeah.
Like I say, you got look at your name. I said you got the same name.
Yeah.
Junior. Junior,
Yeah.
it's a blessing to have that. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? For me,
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's so he blessed me so much to be able to have my son and then be able to have my junior man. And he really he my son really he really hold that to his heart on being
Mm-hmm.
my junior. You know what I'm saying? Because a
Yeah.
lot he been around LSU football in Leesville, bro, his whole life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause we had him when I got out, you know,
Mm-hmm.
2015. I got
Mm-hmm.
out 2013. We had him June 16, 2015. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he be 10 in June.
Mm-hmm.
So uh when I was in Florida, we used to come back. We used to go to when we was in Florida when LSU came to Florida to play the Gators, we used to go to those games, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So
Mm-hmm.
and we used to be able to we go to the locker room, you know, we get to hang out with the players, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all that. Oh, Jack Marucci, my man. Jack Marucci's always been there for me, man. That's my man. That dude right there, man, is such a great. He was. I don't know if y'all know Jack Marucci, but y'all know if y'all
AD.
probably heard of Marucci Bats.
He was an AD, wasn't
He was the head trainer.
he? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
He was the head trainer there, and you know, he did my rehab with me. We became really good friends, man, and we've been, you know, friends, and we reconnected, you know, when I got out. And it's been our relationship just been built and built and more and more, bro. We great friends, man. And that's how I stayed in my connection with LSU. So my son, he's been to bowl games. He go to spring practice and he go in there and meet the players, and so he been LSU, bro. So we go back to Leesville. When I had got go back to some games, and when I got in the Hall of Fame in Leesville, he was there, and for him to seeing all this, like, man, this is my daddy.
Yeah.
He'd be so proud of me, bro.
Yeah,
And
that's
you know what
awesome.
I'm saying? Be so proud of me, dog. And that would it's an honor for me to be his daddy, you know what I'm saying? And look back and like, man, thank you, Lord, because I know without you, I wouldn't have been able to raise my son like this. And this is like the relationship I had with my daddy at a young age, bro, that I
Mm,
lost. You know what I'm saying? The Lord
mm.
placed it right back into my life, bro. My
Yeah.
gosh, man. This
Yeah.
dude, man.
Yeah. Man. Dog. Man, this is man, we got one more question, man. Jackie gonna wrap this thing up, man. We'll mess around and be on here for 10 hours, man. Hold
We
on, man.
will. We
Hey,
will.
but
We'll
man,
be on them. We can run it back.
yeah. We're definitely gonna do that. We're gonna definitely do a part two.
We can
But
definitely do a
Absolutely.
man,
part two.
but yeah, man, we ask all our guests this question. If 48-year-old Cecil can go back and have a conversation with 21-year-old Cecil Collins, Cecil the Diesel Collins,
Mm.
what would that look like? What yeah, what advice,
In my
what's the best
prime.
advice, what's the best advice would you give 21-year-old Cecil the Diesel Collins?
I'm gonna tell you right now. Make Jesus my best friend.
Mm,
Really. Um, believe believe in yourself. And you know, don't listen to the naysayers. You
mm,
know, stay away from the big crowds. You know, be on the outside of the picture looking, paying attention instead of trying to be in the middle of the picture.
mm,
You know, oh man, I can go on what to tell that Cecil, man.
mm,
That Cecil, young Cecil boy needed some good guidance, man.
mm,
Listen to the people, that really cared about you. The people that was there for you, that you seen showing you this and helping you and trying to show you instead of want to go hang out here and you trying to be the center of attention. You know, oh man, I could have, man, that, yes, man, for real. It's like in the scriptures, takes the Lord tell us, he say, let a child come to me. You know what I'm saying? So basically, when we're in a, as when we're a child, bro, we can go to Christ as a child.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Come as a child to him, you know, heart just pure, and let him take over. That was I would tell him, bro.
mm,
Just let Jesus have it, bro. Let him go to God with it, bro. Let God
mm,
take the wheel, bro.
mm,
I say he's the best driver in the world, bro. Let him take the
mm,
wheel. Cause you
mm.
take it, you'll crash out.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, I'm gonna tell y'all this story, bro. When I was in prison, I used to play poker a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be the house man, I cut, make my little money off top here, pay dues out of the win, whatever. Right? I was really I played poker all the time, every day. I was really good at it, got really good at it, played at it. And one night, we playing poker and I was the house man. And no, it was like early morning. It was early morning. We had played all through the night, bro. I'm talking about from night all the way to the morning. It's breakfast time. We still playing.
Mm.
Dudes trying to get their money back. They done lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm a house man. I got dudes $600. Dudes trying to get their money back. And you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give them a chance to, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
gonna stay up
yeah.
and cut it 'cause I'm gonna give them a chance to get their money back, I'm gonna win already because I'm the house. But
Right.
I'm gonna give them a chance to get the money back, So we playing all the way to breakfast. So I I hear this noise, and it's like big, like almost screeching noise, like, I'm like, man, what the heck is that? So granted, I'm in an open bay dorm at the time. So I'm in my last 2 years in prison. So I'm in an open bay now. You know, my custody is low custody. I'm chilling. I'm finna smooth my way back on about and get back out. You know, so I hear the noise. I'm like, what? I was like, nobody. It's like nobody paid attention or heard it but me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, hold on. I tell my partner, man, watch the game. Hold on. So I go over and I look out the window. I look out the window, bro, and I see these big old birds, bro. I'm talking about these birds like maybe like 4 feet tall. Big old birds. There's three of them. You got one, the biggest one walking in the front and making the noise, right? And then the second one was walking like right in the line behind him. And then the third one coming in behind and they walking behind was the smallest one. They walking behind him and they just moving around, moving around, and they go over to the left and go over to the right. Then they get back in. They get back in the line and go over there. And then the one in the front is why he doing that? And he get back in the line and walk with him. I say, what? I say, hold on. I say, Lord, this how you gonna show me? So you gonna show me that this is me in the front with my wife walking behind me, having my back, with my son in the back,
Mm-hmm.
doing good, playing around a little bit. But when I go up, son, you get right back in line and walk with me, bro. Bro, listen,
Mm-hmm.
bro. When I seen that, I say, Lord, thank you, Lord. He say, boy, that's how I want you to do it.
Wow.
Bro, real talk, bro. Hey, my wife will tell you, man, when that happened, bro,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, thank you, Lord, bro. I say, man, this man to show me what he want me to do when I get out with my family, bro. And it's the
Hallelujah.
same exact thing what happened when I got out, dog. It's the same exact
Dang.
thing what's going on right now. I said, thank you, Lord, bro. Hey, you talking about, man, that man sent me a vision, bro. And it
Mm-hmm.
happened, bro. It came to
Wow.
pass, bro, when I got out, bro. And it's happening right now.
Yeah. Cause
Man.
Cause you stayed the course.
I stayed the course,
You
bro.
stayed the
I
course.
stayed the course, and it was like confirmation to me. That's what made me even go harder. Made me go
Mm-hmm.
harder for him, bro. Cause it
Mm-hmm.
was confirmation to me that he showed me that vision, bro, and I walked it, bro. And he just been blessing upon blessing upon blessing upon blessing on non-stop, bro, my whole time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I moved from Florida, bro. I was in Houston just a year ago. I was in Houston for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was in Florida, moved to Houston for 5. God bless my mother-in-law. She passed, man. When my mother-in-law passed, my wife and we just came together like, man, let's go move by your family. You know what I'm saying? Go by my
Mm-hmm.
family, my mom and dad,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we did. We moved
Yeah.
from Florida and moved to Houston. You know what I'm saying? To be by my mom and them,
Mm-hmm.
and it was phenomenal. And then it was just so much of a learning curve down there, and that's why I found my church, man, down there at Belford Church of Christ, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that was the main man. That's that church. When I got there,
Mm-hmm.
man, he just started. I'm talking about. I was obeying, bro, obedient,
Mm-hmm.
and bro, he was just, and he opened the door for me to come back to Louisiana with a great job, bro. I'm an electrician, bro, and I got out, went to school for 4 years, bro. I went to
Mm-hmm.
school 4 years. Soon I got out, went out two. I think I might have had another job for maybe like 3-4 months, and then I ended up getting this job for the electrical company, Sawgrass Electric. My father-in-law told me, he said, man, you ought to try go get a job down there, man. I think you'll be really good at it. I'm like, okay. And I went and did it, but I was good at it.
Mm-hmm.
In the job, they asked me, you want to go to school? Want to go to college for it? I'm like, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
go to college, bro, every night. I'm going twice a week, 4 years straight, bro.
Wow.
I graduated and everything. And so I moved from Florida. I'm a certified electrician. Then I moved to Houston over there. Got the job over there off rip, you know, everything going good. My family, got to be around my mama, my daddy, my sisters, my cousins, my aunties, my all. Now, look, granted, now, remember I told you when I was a kid, I didn't want to leave because I wanted to be around all of my
Yeah.
cousins,
Yeah.
everybody. bro, he sent me back there, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All these years later, and these
Yeah.
relationships, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it got so much better. But
Mm-hmm.
then they ordered me to come here. I got a job offer down here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a technician, bro. I drive around in my van, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
go from, you know, serve businesses, you know, jobs, you know, I'm an electrician. I go around all around the state of Louisiana from New Orleans to Lafayette, bro. You
Mm-hmm.
know? And I'm right here. I'm right here in Gonzales. I'm down the street from LSU. LSU's been so phenomenal, bro. They've been so phenomenal with me, bro. I, you know, we go there anytime we want to go. You
Awesome.
know, they've been so loving, bro, and it's just like it's full circle. You know, to come back all the way through all this I've been through in my life, and to circle back around and land back right here where it all started.
Mm.
And to circle back right here, bro. And it's been so amazing, bro. Man, God's been so good to me, bro. He's been so good to me and my family, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's what it is, bro. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you that for him to lead that to show me like that with my son, man, it's been so phenomenal, bro. And I'm like,
Mm.
yes, sir. Thank you, Lord.
Mm.
Hey, listen, I ain't finna stop going. I'm not stop going hard for you, man. You
Mm.
showed me everything. You showed me these
Mm.
visions, and you made them come to pass, man.
Yeah.
Are you, man? That's like, I was like, man, how these people was walking with Jesus and ain't believe it. I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Y'all sit here watching these miracles, man. I
Yeah.
see miracles every single day. We waking up every day. They think we breathing on our own.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not breathing on our own.
Yeah.
We wake up every single day. And thank God, soon you wake up and your eyes open, man. Literally, because we already know, bro. People dying as we talking.
Yeah. We here. Got another.
We
Yeah.
here,
We
bro. We
here.
here, and he giving
Yeah.
us a chance. If we haven't got ourselves right, I'm giving you the chance to still do it.
Chance and a
That's just how
choice.
loving he is. Come
Yeah.
on, man. You could have
Yeah.
did anything in the world, and he still would say, my son,
Yeah.
come to me.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Man.
That's Jackie saying. That's Jackie. We say we wake up, man. We got a chance and a choice.
That's it.
You got a chance and a choice, man. And before
Yeah.
before Jackie wrap this thing up, man, now you get to pass that advice that you would give to 21-year-old Cecil. You get to give it to little Cecil.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
And
There
I
it
do it
is.
every single second of the
There it
day,
is.
bro.
There it
I do
is.
it every single second.
Yeah.
If I didn't tell him to stay out here right now, he'll be busting up in there now. We out there
Yeah.
playing basketball. I hear the ball bouncing out there. We
Yeah.
done played the game this morning in the hot sun. So
Yeah.
he out there playing basketball.
There you go, man. Yep.
He's a great athlete though. I tell you
Yeah.
what, he's a little more athletic than I was. Tell
Yeah.
you that. He's a little
Yeah.
more athletic.
Yeah.
Now, the difference with me and him is that I had an older brother.
Mm.
So I was able to, you know, back and forth go hard with my brother. He don't get
Mm.
that. He got me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
I'm big bro, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But he you know, that's a big difference though. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the difference with him. But bro, he's soaking. His knowledge. He love the game. His knowledge. He played wide receiver and safety,
Mm.
but he can play anywhere. But
Mm-hmm.
that's his thing right there. He's
Yeah.
really good, bro. He
Mm.
really good. He go hard, man. He gonna be special. He is special now, but he gonna be really special, bro.
Mm.
And when he get like 12, 13 years old,
Whew.
man,
Yeah.
that boy
Yeah.
got that stiff arm too.
Man, what?
That boy got stiff arm, bro. And he like to do it too.
Man, I am. I'm in awe, Scott.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. See, so I am. I'm not speechless, but man, I'm gonna say I am so proud of you, man. I am so proud of you, and I'm not saying that because we on this stand. I am saying this because, as Scott said, what you have endured, most people couldn't have endured. The That's the less road traveled. You understand?
Right,
You know, they
right,
said take the less road traveled. You know, you have been able to find your peace. You've been able to find your wife. You now have, you know, your son. I know you have your two older daughters. I'm not excluding them, but
right. They
as you
grow.
stated, right, but as you stated, at that time, you weren't able to facilitate properly because you
Right.
weren't in the right frame of mind. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
Like you said,
Right.
you were living for you. Now you live
Yes.
for a whole different higher being. You understand what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
And so, man, it's like to know what we saw. We can say back, 96, 97, 98, Cecil, me extending, going to Miami. But the greatest thing that I get from this conversation is that 13 years and 7 months was the time frame and time capsule that I am so grateful for that you did not let slip away.
Yes.
You understand that?
Appreciate it, bro.
Like you, even though, because no one ever knew this. You
Right.
understand? No one didn't know you didn't have any family. No one didn't know what, like you said, and from what you shared earlier with your mom and dad separating, you didn't even know how that affected you. So you now
Right. That's
angry,
right.
we acting out, we want attention, and I understand that's not what was happening, but from what you shared with me, that's what was going on at that time.
Right.
And so it got to the point where you couldn't even help.
Mhm.
And he had to intervene. And like you
Yes,
said,
sir.
the ordering of the steps, man. But our first word is discipline. You
Yes.
had to become disciplined. And you took the onus of that and you accepted that. And most people aren't big on accountability. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so for you to be where you are, to know, and that's not the whole journey, because I know we
Sure.
only had an hour. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Just for you to share what you share, the emotion, the raw truth. Like,
Yeah.
I am grateful for
Yeah.
you sharing this. I am grateful that I do get to see my old friend and teammate again. But most of
Right.
all, man, I am grateful of the man you become
Oh
Mhm.
man.
and will
Appreciate it,
continue to
bro.
be. You know what
Yes,
I'm
Mhm.
sir.
saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because had I, what I appreciate more, and me and Scott talk about this all the time, you easily could have been that Cecil still.
Mhm.
Right.
You
I
see what I'm
know people,
saying?
and it's so because I know people who still whoever that
Exactly.
was then.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So we
Right.
talk about all
Yeah.
the time. You guys we went to school with, we seen they still talking about stuff we
Same.
did 30 years ago. Like we're
Yes,
so young. Like we're not
bro.
30,
Yeah.
right? So
We
man,
48
but
now. We
right,
Yeah.
49. You
right,
talking about something
right,
we're 7, 18,
right,
19?
right. But man,
Yeah, that real.
I want you, I I think I'm speaking for Scott too. So I'm gonna say we. Man, we want you to just really understand what I'm about to say. You special, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, brother. I'm
Yeah.
saying I'm not, cause think
Mhm.
about it. The community still embraces you. Like you
Mhm.
said, your alma mater still embraces you. Your old trainer still embraces you. Your head coach you can go back to
Yeah.
these places. Congratulations on your Hall of Fame. Like I said, well deserved. But brother, people saw something in you beyond that talent. They saw
Mhm.
your heart. You see what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? They listened to what you gave them, because had you been a bad
Mm.
person,
Yeah.
Right.
That's different.
nobody fool with you.
Right.
Mhm.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
to know how it started, and I always use this analogy: it's a temporary inconvenience for permanent change.
Mm.
And you have
I like
accepted
that.
that
Mhm.
permanent change to the fullest, man. And I am just, man, I am grateful to be a part of this right now, in this
Yeah.
moment, right now. And
Yeah.
I just thank you, man. I really, really do. Thank you for your openness. Thank you for your honesty. But most of all, thank you for being you, man. I
Mhm.
really
Yeah,
do.
bro.
I
I
Yeah.
appreciate y'all boys, man.
Mhm.
Hey,
listen.
I appreciate y'all boys. Let me get on here with y'all because hey, this was some fire right here, man. It was just
Yeah.
like a hey, boy, that
Yeah.
spirit, boy, something else,
It's
man.
oh,
Oh, he did.
That's
hey, it did. All right.
one
Yeah.
thing
Thank
I
you,
know.
man. It's amazing. Scott, I let you
It's
say some words, man. I'm
No,
going.
I like this is I think we've done 22 episodes. I
Yep.
think
Yep.
mm,
we have some some good episodes, some great episodes. But I have never felt so I guess like the spirit took over. I've never felt so connected, all three, as a unit in any of our episodes. And I did not expect that. I figured I knew it would be good, but I did like I can honestly say, man, like I leave here today when we hit, leave on our computer and we depart.
Right.
I'm better, inspired to be better
No doubt, bro.
from this episode.
No doubt. No
You know what I
doubt.
mean?
No doubt.
Yeah. So
No doubt.
I'm just thankful.
That's
So
love right there.
anytime you can do that and touch
Yes.
people, and that just, like Jackie said, yeah, that just shows you how truly special you are.
Yeah.
To be able to come and, we brought you on and you touched us. You touched
Thank
us,
you, Lord.
baby. You know what I mean?
That's
I'm
the way
like,
it's supposed to
that's
be.
how it's supposed to be, man.
That's how it's supposed to
Touched
be,
us.
bro.
Yeah,
For real,
man.
man.
Yeah, man.
That's what
So,
man, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's been good. I want to run it back.
Yeah, we definitely, man. We definitely gonna do a
Me
part
too.
2, man. We gonna
We
definitely do a
got to.
part 2, man.
Hey,
But
now part
yeah,
2, y'all need to get my wife and son up on here, man.
Hey,
You
man,
yeah,
know,
we'd love to.
it ain't no
We'd love,
problem.
yep, we'd
yeah,
love
That's
to
no
do that.
problem
Yeah,
because
that'd be awesome.
that man,
yeah, bro.
that's the
Yeah.
bind to the book.
Mm.
That's the bind to the book, man. And you're not here without them.
Mm-mm.
At
We
all.
don't have this conversation with you without them. It
No.
Real
doesn't happen.
talk, bro.
It
'Cause
doesn't
that's
happen.
real.
You see what I'm
Yeah.
Doesn't
saying?
happen, bro.
It does not happen. And
Yep.
man, so I
Yeah.
get emotional, but I am just,
Amen.
man, it's amazing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, Scott. I
Yeah.
saw it. I
Yeah.
saw him.
It's
Yeah.
amazing to me, bro.
Yes.
It's amazing to me because you was right there, bro.
Right.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
know, and for us to be in this circle
Yeah.
right here, bro, and just say it all, man, how great he is, bro.
Yeah.
Because you seen when we was really young, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for us to get back at this time, I'm pretty sure we got to be around the same age. I'm 48
Yeah.
years old. We got to be.
We
Yeah, we
actually
all 48. You know what I'm saying?
we're all the
Come
same
on,
age.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Same
We
here. We're all
we
the
all
same age.
48 years old, bro.
I'm
Yeah.
telling you, brother.
Come
I'm
on,
telling
man.
you, you left a impression on me in Miami that I have never stopped talking about. And
Yeah.
this is one of my witnesses.
Yeah. He would
And I'm
always.
not
Yeah.
telling you that, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
left something on me, and I'll tell anybody, and I said it, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it again. I said, this dude is unreal. But
Yeah.
knowing now what you were dealing with,
Mm-hmm.
knowing now what this was dealing with, and still being able to go out there and do what you did.
Who?
Hey, Doc, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
because you fight for a whole nother reason
A whole
Yeah.
nother reason.
and didn't even
Yeah.
know it.
Didn't
Yeah.
even know it,
You
bro.
understand? Like,
Yeah,
so man,
man.
I don't take that lightly, but brother, I'm telling you, as sure as we are all on this has been phenomenal for me.
Yeah.
And it's great to
Yeah.
see you. You look amazing, man. I am just, hey
Mhm.
man, I just keep pressing, bro. Just keep
Yeah.
pressing.
Yeah, man.
Just keep
Yeah.
pressing.
Yeah. There
We
you
gonna
go.
keep it on going,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
Hey,
man.
for real, man. Hey, bro, it's been so good, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, it's been yeah, man. This is really phenomenal. That's just good. Listen, this why I tell people, man, you don't look 48 years old, man. Look at y'all boys look young too, man.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
God they gotta say, man, it's a saying, black don't crack. Man, listen. I said, you take care of that body,
They take
Yeah.
care
you
of you.
know,
Cause
gonna take care of you.
Cause
Take care.
we done seen a few of our old teammates and friends, but
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
they don't
You
look
know
the
what I'm
same.
saying?
Right?
God, hey,
Yes.
hey, I just revert back and go back when God say He made us in His image. He made us perfectly made, bro.
Yeah.
Just like
You know
him.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So we capable of doing all that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Definitely, man.
I ain't playing with it. I'm not leaving
No.
nothing behind.
Yeah.
I'm using everything He give me, bro.
Yeah.
Everything,
Yep.
straight
There you
up.
go.
Until I transcend up out of here and go see Him.
There
I'm
you
I'm
go.
I'm I'm, I'm doing everything.
All in. There you go,
I'm all
man.
in, bro.
Yeah, there we go, man.
They
Well,
say
yeah.
I'm all in. You sure right. I'm
Yeah.
all in.
Well,
This
shoots,
is
man.
Amen, bro.
Well,
Got me,
shoots,
bro. This is
man.
good right here.
Well, yeah, man. Well, let's go. As we wrap this up, man, another amazing episode. Probably the best one yet. I think, man, this is going to really touch a lot of people. I can't wait for people to see this.
yes.
This is going to change a lot of lives, man. And it just embodies everything we stand for. our name, Dreams Podcast, Locker Room to Reality, discipline, respect, education, accountability, maturation, success. And Cecil Collins embodies all those things. Locker Room to Reality, he's made the transition. It was a bumpy road,
Yes, sir.
but God pulled him through. He placed the right people in his life to pull him through.
Mm-hmm.
And we here, man. So with that being said, we'll see you guys next time, man. You guys be easy.
Yes,
So,
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.